guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are planning out the week of September 29th through October 5th, and we are using this PlannerKate kit 744. And this week I bought the journaling kit. So I have the journaling 1, journaling 2, and these journaling labels. Super cute. I love these colors, very fall-like. And it has the cutest little pumpkins here. I love it. So that's what we're working with this week. And as usual, we'll take a look back at how last week turned out. So just kind of flip through here. We got Monday, Tuesday. Here we go, just kind of a normal week for us. And now let's move on to the 29th. Let's get started here. So it's been a little bit since I've used a journaling kit, so let me remember what I'm doing here. I know that I need to cut my washi strips. So let's see. There we go. Cut those in half so that I can make more days. And there we go. I do think I'm gonna go ahead, let's see, and mark my work days and my to-do labels. I like to do that ahead of time just so I can get those out of the way. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to use these brush stroke headers for my to-do labels. Which I'm just about out of these, and I don't think I've ordered any new ones. All right, perfect. Okay, I think we are ready to get started now. So let's see here. I'm going to start with, I think this one. This color is so pretty. And let's see here. It does not go all the way across, so I am going to need to do a little bit of white out, it looks like. Cute. There we go. Okay. Do that. And then these journaling kits don't come with date dots. So I did go ahead and open up my sticker book. I think I'll use this blue color here. Maybe. All right, and then let's add my work. One. Cute. And there we go. All right. Now we've got Monday started with the basics. I guess I need to choose one of these like deco pieces. I think I'll use this one. I'm just gonna put it here in the corner. That's cute. Okay, let's get started with actual plans. So this week is pretty wild. It's homecoming week for our school, and as you probably know, homecoming weeks are so busy. So let's get started here. First thing, I need to kind of decide what labels I like here. So I think I'm going to use one of these. Yeah, that'll work. Up here to mark trash day. There we go. And these kits also don't come with scripts or icons like the kits I usually buy, the Hobonichi. So I'm just gonna use one of these samplers I have. This is trash day. And then I bet I could find in my sticker book a trash can that matches. Okay, just kidding, maybe I can't. So let's pull out here, I think. Okay, let's see what color we like. I guess the pink, it's not a perfect match, but it'll do. Okay, so we've got a trash day there, and then I need to find a way to mark. So it's dress up day, dress up week. Let's see, you know what? I really like these. I wish I would have used those for my work labels, although they're pretty big. Okay, that's okay. I'll find something else. So let's see here. For dress up days, maybe I could use this because I don't even know that that's going to be big enough. Let's just try it. Okay. Where do I want to put this at? Over here, maybe? I think. No. Okay. I need to get it together here. Yes, this is fine. It's not that serious. There we go. Let's see if I can write small enough to get both kids on here, because my two oldest are doing dress-up days at school for homecoming week. And of course, both schools are different themes. So for Monday, for my daughter, it's monochromatic Monday. Can I fit that? I can fit monochromatic. And then for Hendrix, it's Jersey Day. Super easy. Okay, so that's for their dress ups. And let's see here. Hendrix still thinks it's fun to dress up. My daughter, as a cheerleader, they have to. I don't know that she would otherwise, but. So I did look, and I don't have a mild liner that matches this kit, so I thought I might just try the black pen and see how that looks this week. I did have a brown, but I thought it might be too dark because the colors in the kit are more of a tan. It doesn't look bad though. I like that. Okay. All right, so we've got work, we've got trash, we've got the kids dress up, and let's see here. To add on to all the things, For PTA, I'm doing we're doing treats. I wonder if I can use something like this to mark the time. That's kind of cute. Okay, I think I can do that. Hopefully, we get enough moms show up that I don't have to stay this whole time, because that would be awful. I do have a job and I have to work, so that would be really rough and really hard on me, because we're doing it multiple days this week. But all right, we did switch it up. Originally we were doing cotton candy on Monday, and I just kind of had to veto that idea. We didn't get enough to help out, like, volunteering, and there's no way that me and like 2 other moms can make 900 cotton candies. Like, that's just not possible. So we went with cookies, like store-bought cookies instead, for Monday. So that's during all the kids' lunch times on Monday. This is not homecoming related. They're doing testing this week at the middle school, and so that's why we're doing the treats. They have little notes on them, just like good luck type stuff. Okay, I got that. Let's move on to soccer, because let's see here. My son has a soccer game on Monday. So let's make that work. And then he also has, trying to think if I want to just mark this all together. He has soccer pictures before his game. Oh, you know what? These are cute. This will work, I think. Let's try one of these for both. So I can do all on one. I wonder how that will look with my game day sticker. Maybe if I move that down and then put, let's see, like one of these little push pins, maybe? That's already got a paper clip. I think that's fine. I'm just gonna write it in. Okay, not my favorite, but that works there. Do we have anything to mark our dinner? One, two, three, four, 5, 6. That's gonna work. They're not quite the same size. Like, there's not 7 of the same size, but that's okay. We'll make that work. It's the beauty of a daily. You don't notice that they're not the same size. Okay, I think that's it for Monday. Let's move on. Okay. I need to pull it together here. All right, so we've got Tuesday. Let's grab our washi here. Okay, and then Tuesday. Which will be the 30th. Cute. Okay. We need a work label. There we go. So how has everybody's week been? been good. Ours has been pretty good. Busy. It rained a few days and stormed. Did have one real unfortunate event on Tuesday, I think it was. I left my windows cracked in my car, like maybe 2 inches, when I went into work, and it poured and stormed all day long. I don't know why I didn't think of it or what happened, but it was awful all day. And so probably 10 o'clock I noticed it, but at that point the damage was already done and I wasn't going outside in the weather to go fix it because it was gross. And then in front of my office building, the road kind of gets pretty flooded, and so you have to walk through it, and it just wasn't worth it. So anyway, I got to my car at the end of the day on Tuesday and it was soaking wet and it was disgusting. So that was lovely. My car smells nice and mildewy now. I've let it air out for a couple of days now, and it does smell better, but it doesn't smell great. There you go. So yeah, the car thing, that sucked. But it just is what it is. I have an older car. I think it's I don't know, it's a 2014. So it's 11 or 12 years old. So it's not super serious. It's not like I'm driving a brand new car. But I don't love that it happened, of course. But my windows were cracked because my air went out a couple of weeks ago. And it was so close to fall. I was like, I really don't want to spend the more than $1,000 to fix it when we were just a couple of weeks away from fall. I was like, well, I'll just do that in the spring. But yeah, it's my own fault. Okay, so for Tuesday's dress up, for Cadence, we have woke up like this. So I don't think I can fit all that, so I'm just gonna write pajama. That's what they used to call it, right? Just pajama day. But it's woke up like this. And then for Hendrix, it's opposite day, and it's students dress as teachers and teachers dress as students. So that's gonna be fun. He does have a male teacher, so I think he's gonna dress up like him, and that'll be fun. I'm sure tons of kids in his class will, because there's not a ton of male teachers. Okay, so Tuesday also is payday. So what do we got here for that? I think I'm just gonna use one of these small ones here. Just put that up top. Oh. Preferably straight. Okay. Back to the sticker book here. I know I have, oh, right there. A payday sticker. Okay, and then I probably have the little money icons in here. I have so many leftover icons that I need to use up. There we go. All right, Tuesday is payday. So I've got that. And let's see what else we have on Tuesday. So we're doing stuff at the middle school again. So I'm going to use some more of these. Okay. And which one did I use over here? That one. trying to keep it the same here. Okay, and then on Tuesday we are doing candy. I think we're doing Airheads. And the little, actually the full-size Airheads, I think they're like this big, so those will be good. And then my son has robotics after school, so let's find one of these for robotics. Yeah, that works. I guess I don't know why I'm using this pen on everything. Okay, so he has robotics, and I know I have some cute little robots here somewhere. Here they are. So cute. All right, and then let's see what else we have on Tuesday. My daughter has her usual coaching. And so I think I'm gonna use this here to show that she'll be at the gym, so. Okay, and I did have, I think I forgot to pull those two because I emptied the sheet out of these like microphone and palms. There we go. I like to use these just to show that she's at the cheer gym. And then my son has football practice. So I'm gonna go ahead. These are really cute. I like these. That's a little too long though, so let's cut that one. Okay, let's find a sticker for that one. Super cute. I love it. And then my daughter does go to tumble down here, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. I wasn't going to. I was just gonna leave it all together, but I think I'm just gonna use one of these small ones down here to show her tumble time. She's still at the same gym, but it is a separate class and stuff, so I think that's it for Tuesday. We have the middle school, robotics, coaching. Okay, I think that's it. I love this. I know I say that every week, but these colors are so cute. All right, and then we're moving on to October, which I have not planned yet. I need to do that this weekend as well. Cannot believe that it's already October, almost. I need to get that stuff planned out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna switch it up this time and try this washi. I think I'm gonna have to white it all out because it's it doesn't have a flat edge. Okay, so I think I'm going to center it maybe. That's cute. I probably should have gone a little higher, but because I used all the white out, I can't move it, so that's okay. Go ahead and do that, and let's see here. I think this could be really cute. Okay, I like that. And it will be the first Okay, that is a little harder to see. That's okay. And all right, so we've got work. I need to put down a to-do label. So go ahead and use the pink here. Cute. All right, and let's find one of these for dinner. I think I don't know. It doesn't have to match. Let's do that. Okay, and as far as our bottom washi, let's see. I guess this one will be fine. That's pretty. Okay, let's mark my work hours. Let's see what we've got going on for Wednesday. So I'll go ahead and do the dress up stuff first, like we've been doing. And I'll just kind of, that looks really nice on there, but it's gonna be hard to see. So I think I'm gonna do the lighter one. Okay, so for Cadence, they have what's called Wolf Wednesday. I have no clue what that is. Whenever I first saw that announced, I was like, what is that? And so I thought it was like something maybe I didn't understand, a TV show or a movie or something like that. And so I, of course, Googled it and was trying to figure it out. Nothing really came up. And then my daughter, when she was sending me her Amazon links of what to buy for her to dress up this week, she just got like this cringy wolf t-shirt. And apparently that's what it's supposed to be. I have no clue. None of it makes sense to me. Okay, and then Hendrix's is twin day. So it's like pair up with a friend and dress as twins. I don't know that he'll do that unless they do something football related, but I'm gonna write it down just in case. So Wolf Wednesday and then twin day. All right, on Wednesdays, my daughter does Bible study with her friends, which is great. I love that. Let's see here. I think I'll use, I think I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, because I need to write two things actually, because it's FCA for Hendrix, Bible study for Cadence. Am I talented enough to write that out? There we go. It doesn't look perfect, but I actually just bought this pen at our dollar store, and it's a Bic Fine, is all it says on it. I'm not sure, but it writes like it's not gel or ballpoint. Sorry. I don't know what it's more of like the fine marker tip, like a Sharpie pen or the Papermate Flares. And I really like it because it writes smaller than my Papermate Flare. It doesn't like leave the ridging in the paper like a ballpoint does. I really like these, but they like leave the ridging in the paper and it bothers me sometimes. So anyway, that was a weird tangent about pens, but just found one that I liked. So let's grab a cross here to show that these are both church-like items. Like I've said before, my daughter goes to a coffee shop with some friends and does this Bible study at 7 before school. And then FCA is at school. It's a student-led organization, but it's at the school. So, okay. Got that on Wednesday. I have a meeting at work, so I'm gonna use this one, I guess. And that is at 1:30. Yeah, at 1:30. And I've got some stickers here somewhere. I know these don't match the rest of my scripts, but I really want to use these up. I just have these 2 left on this sticker sheet, and I just want to be done with it. So I know I have another meeting this week, and I'll be able to throw that away. Okay, I did have my, there we go, my laptops. This is a Zoom meeting, so that works perfectly. Work meeting, and then my daughter has practice on Wednesdays. Let's see. I think I'll use one of these. She has practice at 4:30 after school. There we go. Yeah, other than the car situation, I really have had a pretty good week. Nothing else really going on. Just busy with work, sports. We did not have a home football game Thursday or Friday, so that was pretty chill. I'm trying to think which one of these. I don't think I'm going to use the big one. I'll just use one of these. Like, I know what time it is. Actually. Yeah, this will work. Anyway, yeah, Thursday and Friday nights we did not have home football games. My daughter only cheers at home games. So we had a pretty chill time there, like week. And then my son had a home game today, so we didn't have to travel or anything there. So yeah, just kind of been a chill week. Trying to find the right stickers and talk at the same time. Okay, so we do have church on Wednesday night, but trying to leave some room here because my Bible study, we are ending one study. We were doing Forgiving What You Can't Forget, which was really, really good. I do highly recommend that. I know it's an older study, but it was still pretty good. So we're taking a week in between starting our next one, which I believe is on Ephesians, and we're doing like a fellowship at a local restaurant. So I'm just gonna write that here. There we go. So I'll just drop my kids off for their youth group and classes, and then I'll go meet them at the restaurant for, I don't know, coffee, dessert, maybe just like a small appetizer or something. So that should be fun. All right, I think that's it for Wednesday. That looks pretty good. We're not doing anything at the middle school because our school does early out on Wednesdays. They get out at 1:30, I think. I don't ever mark that because my kids do after school programs, or my oldest carpools with our neighbor home from school, so I don't ever mark early releases, but they do get out early every Wednesday, so I just we're not doing anything at the middle school tree-wise. So let's go on to Thursday. Okay. There we go. This kit is just so pretty. I love it. All right, Thursday is the 2nd, so let's see here. Just keep moving that around each time. All right, let's do our to-do label. Okay, and work. Wait. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be late on, man. So, that's kind of a bummer. We've got so much going on this week and like so much work. I feel like I'm gonna be missing, which is really hard because I think I mentioned already that I am transitioning roles at work. We are short-staffed, which we did have somebody new start last Monday, and we have somebody else starting this Monday. However, neither are for my role, and so I'm in this nice transition where I'm still doing my previous job and the job of the person who left, one of the people who left. I'm supposed to be taking over her role, but in the meantime, I get to do both. So that's fun. You always see those memes like, what is it? I did my job so well, I got to do somebody else's, or however that goes. I'm like, that's how it feels. Like when you, I mean, it's so true. When you do a good job, or even a decent job, I don't even know that I do a good job, but even decent, it's like, here you go. Here's more work as a reward. However, we can't pay you more. I don't know. It'll all work out, I'm sure, in the end. Hopefully these new hires are good and we get back to some kind of normalcy soon. Okay, so Thursday's a dress up day. So my son has camo, which I still need to purchase him something for because we do not own camo in our house. And then my daughter is Throwback Thursday, but you know what their throwback is? The 2000s. I'm like, is that really a throwback? I was a teenager in the 2000s, and that's just sad. I think of throwbacks and I'm like, yeah, the 80s or 70s, 90s even. That's all right. Okay. 2000s camo. I do need to purchase that. I probably need to put that on my to-do list this weekend, just so that I have everything ready to go and I don't have to worry about it. All right, so we have a PTA meeting on Thursday. I don't want that sticker. I'll put that down here, I think. Okay, so for my youngest son, the elementary school, we have a PTA meeting at 8:15. Pretty much as soon as I drop off, I'll just park. So here we go. And go in for that. I don't think they do Zoom for this one, although if they did, I might consider that. I might look into that, just because this week is already so much missing work. I don't think they do Zoom though. I know the other two schools do because I've had to do those before, but that's okay. I'll make it work. All right. We're doing lunchtime stuff again. So I do know that we had quite a few moms sign up for this day because it's snow cones. It's the fun day. If you've ever volunteered at your child's school or worked PTA, you know it's easy to find parents on these kind of days. On the days that we're just doing cookies or candy, or on the days that we need help like packaging said items. It's a no-go, but that's just kind of the way it is, and I know that. So anyway, to kind of end the week a little bit, we're doing snow cones on Thursday. I know it's not the end of the week, but Friday's hectic, and so Thursday it is. Okay, snow cones at lunch. Then my son has robotics practice down here. And I don't say that to complain or judge about the snow cones, because there was a time when I could not miss work like this. I had a different job. I was hourly. Like there was just no way I could make meetings even when they were like at 8:15. It just wasn't happening. So I was the mom who signed up, paid my $5, got the emails, and then, you know, could send candy or whatever to donate every now and then. And that just is what it is. And that's okay. Like, it takes all kinds of moms. So zero judgment. I know that not everybody can miss work in the middle of the day to go hand out snow cones at their child's school. And that is perfectly okay. Like, do not make yourself feel bad about that, because, or let me make you feel bad about that. Because at one point that was me, for sure. And we all have our seasons, right? Like, some seasons we can do more than in others, and that is okay. So I'm going to use one of these down here. Oh my gosh, I wish I had more of these. These are so cute, and I should have thought this through a little bit better. I'm going to run out of these things. It is fine. No big deal. Okay, so I'm going to save this then for Friday night. And we'll use these here for this one. So we have two things. My daughter has a football game on Thursday night. And then my son, my oldest son, has football practice on Thursday night. So I won't be able to go to that. That's kind of a bummer. I like to watch him practice. I was actually very grateful that I watched him practice last week, because I don't know, I probably shouldn't even talk about this, but I had a bit of a bully situation from one of our own teammates, and he just kept after my son. And like, I'm not gonna lie, Mama Bear and me was really wanting to say something. I didn't, and I let the coaches do their thing. But this kid, my goodness, he was just constantly after my son, and not in like good ways, you know, like, I think I've said this before, my son plays center this year, which is a whole other like stressful situation. But so this kid's like defense right across from him. And I don't know, he was just having a rough night or something. And he was like pulling on my son's helmet and all kinds of things that you would not be able to get away with in a real game. And I'm like, I mean, he's bigger than my son. Absolutely. Is he stronger? I don't think so. I don't think he's quicker. He is bigger. Oh, I put that on there. But I'm just like, be nice. We're on the same team, you know? Like, why can't we just get along? Anyway, that's all part of football and part of learning and getting tough and all the things. So I need to just let it go. But my mama heart really wanted to tell him to leave my baby alone, you know? Okay. Thought I had 2 work meetings this week so I could get rid of these dang stickers, but I don't think I do. I think I'm thinking of something else. I've got dress-up days, PTA, snow cones, robotics, football, and a game. I should probably put the rest of this. I really like these little like bouncy squiggly lines here. Those are adorable. There we go, because that'll probably go till 9 o'clock at least. And we are good for Thursday. Let's move along. next Friday. I'm gonna do this over here. I'm just trying to cover up some of this whiteout so that it doesn't get messed up. And there we go. Perfect. I just noticed, oh, I guess this is the first day of the week with an I, but she's got a little heart to dot her I, and that is adorable. So cute. Okay, what are we doing on Friday? We are working, but I'm not working a full day. Actually, because I'm missing so much, maybe I need to go in early. I don't know for sure if I'll be able to, so I'm not gonna mark that yet. I'll have to talk to my husband. But it's FCA day. Andy would have all 3 kids. If you're new here, I have 3 kids, and they all 3 go to different schools. We have an elementary, a middle school, and a high school. So it's hard for one person to do drop-offs. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here running my mouth again. That's not right. I said, what did I say? I'm not gonna wipe that out yet. I'm working a half day. I was just telling this whole story about working a half day. And so I need to be leaving at least by 12:30 or 1. We're just gonna mark it at 12:30. Can't believe that as I was talking about the story of the schools and leaving early, that I messed that up. Okay, half day on Friday. Potentially, I'll go in early if my husband can swing drop off, if he thinks. So, let's see, on Friday, we need to do our dress up here. And then my daughter has FCA, so we'll do that up here, I think. Perfect, and let's grab cross for that. Okay, and then let's see, we need to do dress up days. I think since they're both pretty much the same, both schools are blue and gold, my daughter will have to wear her cheer uniform. So I think I'm just gonna write blue and gold and just do it like one time. And then I just know, of course, and she knows that she'll be wearing her uniform to school that day. Let's see here. So I'm doing a half day. She's got FCA. So, let's see. We need one of these for dinner. There. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna use one of these here because I need to pick up my boys early from school. But I use this fine one, so. Okay, I need to pick them up early, and then we have our homecoming assembly and pep rally. So I'll do this one here, and that is gonna last until, well, I think that's fine. I don't really need, there we go. It'll go till 3, basically till school gets out. I think it's 1:30 to 3. Okay. So that's our homecoming. I'm gonna write pep rally, but it's the assembly too. My daughter's not a maid this year, but she will be doing the pep rally. So that's what we're gonna go watch as a family. So we'll do that. Okay, and then after school, they have a parade. So I'll use this one. Nope, that's the same color. Just kidding. How am I running out? Like, I really thought that I had a lot of stickers this time. I should have used these for something. Okay, let's see here. Because I'm trying to save, like I need 3 of these and I need at least 1 of these for my content plan for the week. I guess I can use 1 of these for, yeah, let's see, this one maybe? Okay. I think I'm just gonna leave that line. I think that's better than having to white it out. Okay, so the homecoming parade is at 4. So let's see if I can fit that on here. There we go. And so for the homecoming parade, like all the maids have their own cars and stuff, and then each class, like freshman, junior, sophomore, that kind of stuff, does a float, and then like the football players will have a float, and then my daughter will be on the cheerleading float, and we will, again, as a family, go and watch that. I think I'm gonna put, I haven't used any of these yet. Put one of those there. So yeah, that's why I'm getting the boys early, because they can go to the pep rally, then they'll go to the parade with us, and then we have the game. And my daughter is cheering. If you're new here, she is in high school. She's 9th grade, but 9th grade doesn't usually cheer on varsity nights. They cheer on like our separate 9th grade team, which happens to be on Thursday nights. So she has helped out. A few weeks ago, she helped with like a clinic and they did a halftime. But this will be her first like full Friday night game. So that's exciting. I think I'm gonna put it in the middle. I don't think I need to write homecoming again because I've got it here. We're gonna know. Oh, I did miss my to-do label up here. Did somebody else notice? There we go. That looks good. I think that's it. Pick up the kids. We have all the homecoming type stuff going on. Perfect. Okay. On to Saturday. So let's go ahead and white this out. Okay. Just realized this video is getting really long. I need to speed it up. This is just going to be such a busy week. All right, we have Saturday, and Saturday is the 4th. Okay. All right, let's put our to-do label. Cute. Okay, and a dinner. I think I'll go ahead and use this guy. That's pretty. Love these colors. Okay, and then Saturday we have a football game. And it is away. Unfortunately, it's an away game. So, do I want to use the little squiggly lines? Kind of, but okay, let's do the math here again. If we play We've been playing at 12:45, so I'm going to assume we'll play again at 12:45. And then a 2-hour drive plus food. Okay, that's... I don't even know where we're playing at. I'm just going to assume, because everyone is usually a 2-hour drive. Every away game. Do I like that? I do not, because it's crooked. For one. And I think I want this. I probably could have just gone like that and then just used one squiggly line. I don't know. You can see how crooked it is when you do that. Oh. I don't love that, but I'm afraid if I keep pulling it up that I'm gonna mess up the sticker. And I do need the bigger box. So, all right, here we go. I've explained before, I don't know why I use these for my son's games. And then a bigger one so I can write if we win or lose and the score and that kind of stuff, who we play. And then for the other games, I don't really care. I'm not that invested. Like, I care, but I don't care enough to write down the score. So I just use these kind for other games that we attend or like NFL games that we watch. Okay, so we've got that. And then Saturday night, somehow we have to pack in the homecoming dance. And it's going to last much longer than an hour, but it doesn't start even till 8. But I'm going to put it up here because, of course, like she's going to want to go eat with her friends and do pictures and all the things. So I'm going to write it up here, which I don't even know if she's made a real plan. Every year for dances, we usually get ready together with several of her friends as she's getting older and some of them have dates. That may change. I don't know if it's still a thing to do that with your friends if you have a date, but we'll find out. All right, homecoming dance, and I kind of want to use another squiggle. I don't know. I don't like this. Okay, I don't like this. Most of you have probably figured out by now that I just am odd like that. Okay. I'm just going to do it like this. And then we're only going to do one squiggly from the bottom. Oh my goodness. Do I stress you guys out as bad as I stress myself out? I'm sorry if I do because it's annoying. Okay. It's whatever. I still don't love it, but it is what it is. Okay, that's it for Saturday. I say that's it like it's nothing, but that will take our entire day. We have finally made it to Sunday, and we're only at over an hour here, so things are looking good, aren't they? My poor child is sitting here next to me, and he's probably wishing I'd hurry it up.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. It's actually just us tonight. My husband and my son went camping together. And then my daughter is having a sleepover at a friend's house. So it's just me and Miles tonight.
Hello. That's me.
Hey, buddy. So he's being super sweet over here, playing Roblox while I get my week set up.
Yep.
Don't love that.
Yeah, pretty much true. Hey, what?
On Sunday, let's see, we got church. So I'm gonna use this one for church. And then on Sunday, we are in the back. We do, my husband and my daughter and I, we serve in our kids area. And so this is our rotation day on Sunday. We are in the toddler room during worship time. So I'll write that down like that. And then, let's see, I need to get our dinner. I need to use these for something. I never know how to use those, but I have so many now. I have 6. I've got all these arrows I need to use. These. So cute. Okay, I'll figure out something. All right. You know what? These would have been cute to go like for things that last longer than an hour. That's okay. Are we on a bye week for NFL? Does that sound right? Where's my calendar? I don't have October set up yet. Oh, okay, we are, because we play on Monday the 6th. So we don't play on Sunday, which is was throwing me off. I'm used to Sunday games. Okay, there we go. And let's see, I need something for, let's use this color, I think, to mark cheer and tumble. Okay, and then that squiggly line I meant to use earlier, I can use here. There we go, but she only practices until 8. So I'm gonna cut this one. And I think that is it for Sunday. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Yeah, got everything in. This one doesn't have any icons, but I don't usually put those in until later anyway. I wish I knew where to put these little circles because those are cute and I hate to waste them. I don't know what to do with those. Okay, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I guess not. This is definitely a lot to do. Okay, I think that is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. If you made it through this whole video, which was abnormally long for some reason, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and if you would, comment we'll do a blue heart in honor of homecoming week. Our colors are blue and gold, so we'll do blue. this week. So thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it, and have a great week. Bye, guys.